It has to be alive? Oh. I touched it. Put your nuts in there. Interesting scenario. I think I might die from touching the frog, but at least we'll find out if it works or not. Alright, sorry, living frog. Sorry you have to be, dead. I'm not sure why this matters, but I guess we'll find out. Yay!
Mia, I found it. Answer, please. I have a cure. Come on. God damn it, speak to me. This can't be true. Holy shit.
All right. Oh, and now we really got to go back to camp. Like, really quick. Need to, like... Do I have any food? I have some coconuts. Yeah, I noticed that all the different frogs have the same identifier. They're like poison frog. Drink some dirty water, eat the mushrooms. We have to go back to camp. We're out of protein. We don't have a fire. We need to go back to camp. There's no rush. We have the answer now. So what's wrong with me? I just put a bandage on this thing. What the hell? I have no more tobacco. And then we'll save, and then we'll try and get it. We'll try and get it finished up. It's been interesting. I kind of don't want the game to end though. I kind of wish that there was a little bit more. I'm not sure what co-op will bring, but like I don't know if you can complete the game in co-op mode. There should be a little bit more on the side of crafting things. Well, I don't know if we've discovered everything that you can craft. Like that was my other thought is I don't know if we've actually completed everything that you can. Yeah, there's still blank spots in the notebook and whatever else. Well, I mean, like arrows we haven't learned about yet.
God, I'm thirsty.
I guess my only thought is that like if this cure thing is the end of the game, do we want to maybe slow down a little bit and try and make some more progress? Like the whole idea was to survive and progress the story, which we've done. So do we stop? You know? There might be multiple endings as well. Well, it's definitely been a bit of a trek. Okay, so now we are here-ish. And then the airstrip is next. So I want to check now and see if we can still use the radio. No, can't use the radio again. No, you fucker. That's bad. At least now I'm like immune to like all sorts of different bites and what have you. I've been bitten by snakes so often it's just like, yeah, whatever happens. Now we really got to go back to camp, but we're almost there. So right now we're headed back to our camp, which we've been away from for quite some time, to kind of refuel and maybe do a little bit more exploration before we go back and potentially finish the game. Because there's some stuff we haven't seen yet. There's been areas of the map we haven't been to. I can see the tarp from here, so we're actually pretty much back where we started. Wow, what a frickin' journey. That's unfortunate. We had something in here, but it's gone now. Unfortunately, we don't have any bait to put in there. All right. Bright, shiny day. back in camp. Gotta build a fire. At least those annoying mice are still here. Use our very over-engineered fire starting tool. Yeah, we set up this new camp yesterday, and that's the reason we set it up, is so we could explore further into the game. Drink some nice tea. Probably have to... We might have some fish in here. Nice. Yeah. I'm the greatest fisherman alive. And we'll probably bait our other trap if it's not tripped yet. Don't go in there, turtle. It's not for you. Get some meat in there. Maybe we'll catch a freaking cougar or something. Or a puma. Some fresh grown fruit. So someone said we wanted to try and boil the mushrooms. Let's try that. Boil the blue mushrooms, see what happens. Mushroom soup. Mostly just hydration. So this is them talking about getting attacked by natives. And this is them talking. Oh, they're trying to get into... Oh, they were trying to get into Brazil. So these guys are trying to get... This is why I decided to do something. Together with a small group of friends, I set off into the jungle to find the tribe that started it all. If the natives can cause this disease, they must know how to treat it. According to Higgins, they are not aggressive, so I intended to ask politely for their help. Obviously, I'm aware I can't develop a perfect drug by myself. I'm not stupid. Still, I believe that the information I'll gain may be used by someone else. I'll share my findings with anyone who can offers a fair deal. Of course, I'm not in it for the money. I want to help save human lives. First day we set off as a group. Carlos, Blanca, and Zhao, or whatever his name is. I'm worried that I didn't have enough time to pack everything, but the chaos in the city is getting worse, and we decided not to wait any longer. It's so bad that no one at the hospital even noticed how much drugs and equipment I took. I don't want to justify theft, but we're going to make better use of this stuff. They asked where we were going and if they could join us. We are keeping our goal secret. So far, we're moving at a good pace. Blanca showed me some interesting plants along the way. I've collected samples of all of them. These are leaves you can brew to make tea for indigestion and similar stuff. It's not yet the medicine we need, but who knows? Maybe some simple solution, blah, 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 blah. Communicate with the natives, enough knows their language. Okay, well. So, yeah. Some other people came through here and we're trying to get cures for stuff. Good to know. So aside from, we don't really have a good source of fat, but that's okay. So I guess we fill up our drinking water. We maybe take some mushroom soup. And aside from that, I guess I'll rebait my trap here. So, all right, let's take a look at the map. So we're here. We've kind of done this. This is the approach back to where we came from. This, I believe, is a shortcut. As is this, back to the other side, which is here. So I guess what we haven't really done is explore south of the cocaine camp. East of the cocaine camp, or sorry, west of the cocaine camp. We haven't done up through here yet. And this may be up here. This is the illegal gold mine up this way, if I remember. I think we've only been to these places like once or twice. So I'm thinking maybe we actually go back to our original camp for a little while and then flesh out this area a little bit. And then this area as well. And maybe we'll find some more interesting and cool things that we haven't seen yet. And then after that, I think we want to revisit some of these other areas because we've only been to them once or twice. This area I'm feeling like is pretty fleshed out. And then we kind of have only one other option, and that's to do the ayahuasca trip here. All right, Chad, here's the game plan. All right, we started late today. We are on the brink, but we want to do some more exploring. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come back tomorrow. So we're going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to try and do all the things I just talked about. Okay? So camera activate. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Oh, God. I'm going to die. Okay, listen. So I worked out today. There's no secret that I'm out of shape. Okay? As I drink my sugary coffee mixture here. What I was doing, so chat, I like to have these talks before we get started, you know? It's a form of therapy, you know, streaming's a form of therapy for a lot of people, either to watch or to cast. But over the last couple of years, especially since I went full time, health has definitely taken a back seat to working, smoking a ton of weed, and eating way too much donuts. So I've decided that because all day, every day, all I can think about is how fat I am, that I'm going to start working out before the stream. And now I used to be in very good shape. Well, good enough shape that I could play basketball for 5-6 hours without stopping, which was pretty good shape. Lifting weights, doing a ton of steroids, you know, all the good stuff that 26, 27-year-old guys do. And you know, I've had some thought in my mind that this state of fitness was like still close, you know, like I just needed to get back to it, you know, just got to get back to it, dude. Just got to, stretch a little bit, get back out there and work out. I did intervals. I'm not sure if you guys know what intervals are, but essentially what intervals are is you work really hard for a set amount of time and then you rest for a set amount of time. So in this case, I have my my exercise bike that does the it's called an echo bike is what it's called, but I don't know what it's like an Airdyne. I don't know. It's just it's like a fan bike, whatever you want to call the thing. Anyway, so the intervals were work for 10 seconds and then rest for 20 seconds. And I had to do that for 8 times. Okay, let me walk you through it. First one, first of all, I stretched. I got these exercise bands. I've actually got quite a nice home gym I've made. It's very good at having my dogs walk through it to the door and then walk back through it to come upstairs. It's very useful for that. So I decided I'm gonna use my nice home gym. And I'm stretching, got the exercise bands, stretching the back out. I've been having some back issues mainly because I'm super fat and my core is weak. And anyway, so I'm all stretched out, jump on the bike. I'm like, okay, intervals, here we go. First one, bam, knocked it out, no problem. 10 seconds, not a problem. Resting, okay. Little bit of oxygen going. Second one, bam, little bit more. Bam, third one, okay, I'm breathing kind of heavy now. By about 7, I was like, I'm going to die. And then I just laid on the ground after I finished it. Then I laid on the ground for a while, and then I went back to stretching. So what I've recognized is that it's not going to be just, stretch up and go out there and start playing some more basketball. I need to rebuild my entire body from the ground up, starting with my lower back. Holy crap. Like, even now when I sneeze, like if I sneeze when I'm streaming, if you see me sneeze, I'm in pain. And it's only because of this action right here. This right here is just like pulling my back out of joint. I'm all weak. It's like right at the base of my spine. So every time I sneeze, tie my shoes, I have this twang in my back. Anyway, so that's the, so long story short, very long story short, is if I randomly burst into coughing, it's not because I'm sick, it's because my lungs were like, don't do that anymore. So that's what's up. Anyway, how are you guys? What did I do before streaming? Well, I was, I went to school and well, I guess my job before streaming, I was a corporate security professional. Primarily as an investigator. Investigating people for stealing and auditing and all sorts of stuff. I thought you bounced at a bar. Oh yeah, that was in like in university and stuff. I was a bouncer. I was a bouncer for like 7 years. But that led me to a much better career, which did not include having to fight people all the time, which was not a fun time. Well, it was okay. It was okay when I was young. And now I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, so what are we doing today? We are at the precipice of finishing the game, but I thought it would be unwise to finish the game without exploring everything. And there's a small part of me that maybe wants to do a second playthrough on the harder difficulty, because it kind of feels like maybe this game has a little bit more in the tank. And I don't know if I'm ready to leave it behind yet as well. I've been kind of like dreading the fact that we're coming to the end of the game because I've been having so much fun with it. And I think that there's more to be done. So let's go check our trap, which we did set. I'm not sure if it's been triggered. Doesn't look like it. It is triggered. Where the hell are all my... Turtle? Did you trigger my trap, you little bastard? Okay, so where do we want to go first? I think we're gonna actually go back to our original camp and then go take a look at the cocaine camp and I know there's a shortcut here that we might. I don't think we can actually go up the shortcut, but we might be able to just kind of go back. So let's go back to our original camp. There's also okay, so we have a couple of options. Okay, so we all we really need to do is walk around and look around right now. But how do you feel about, and this is a discussion, I'm not really mind made up here. Yeah, the cocaine camp is down here. They make cocaine down here. So how do you guys feel about starting over now at the higher difficulty and playing the entire game through again? On the higher difficulty before we finish the game. How do you feel about that? Sure, but keep the save. That way we don't spoil the ending. Yeah, I think we maybe we pushed out too far too early. Do it now? Okay, all right. That seems like no one really disagrees. Okay, let's do that. Well, let's take a look at some of the options here. Challenges. Find a campfire and light it up before the plane arrives. What plane? My dog scratched the inside of my nose today and it hurts like hell. Find and build a raft. Get resources to survive a journey. Build mighty camp to survive in jungle. Collect meat. Fight the tribe to retrieve the walkie-talkie. Are these like individual things? Craft full metal body armor and a metal spear to defend yourself. Wow, there's like way more. What? So we could maybe do a custom mode because there's some parts of the green hell stuff I'm not sure if I'm entirely interested in. Let's take okay, so we have combat difficulty, hard, nutrients depletion, normal, high, perma-death. Perma-Death, sanity, piranhas and stingrays, snakes, leeches. You can turn leeches off. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's make this difficult, but let's make it interesting. Okay. So we're gonna go with Perma-Death on. I think that'll be exciting. Sanity, we're gonna leave on. Tiredness we'll leave on. Health loss we'll leave on. Tribes we're gonna turn off. Leeches off because they're just annoying. Everything else we leave on. Yeah, leeches are off. They're fucking useless. They don't do anything. How is Permadeath different than what you had? Doesn't it reload a save when you die? No, you die and it's over. So this is like a true, you have to survive. So we're gonna have Permadeath on, sanity on, tiredness on, health loss, tribes off, leeches off. Because tribes are kind of buggy anyway, and they also tank the FPS. I don't want to make it impossible, yeah. I feel pretty good about these settings. I think it'll still be challenging, but I don't want it to make it like every time we leave camp we're sweating in our boots, if you know what I mean. I don't want, so the thing with tribes is that they're super easy to cheat. Like I don't think we've ever died to tribes. The thing is that like FPS tanks, they're not hard to kill, and they don't really add anything to the game. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I'm pretty confident we're going to be back on the screen in a couple of hours, so we'll know what to adjust. Wow. Okay. You, Mr. Prayer. Okay. Let's just, we'll go with these. We'll go with these.
I bet you want to nap some more. I know you all too well.
Maldición. Can't hide anything from you.
I guess her shitty voice acting now makes sense.
Very well. You can catch up, yes? The path leads through that canyon.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So I imagine that right now she just fucking boats off and leaves. Because we never see her again, do we? Or wait, do we? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's just like, yeah, I need to find something in my backpack, jumps in the boat and just rolls out. So I'm going to explore every little nook and cranny now. Because I didn't realize you can make metal armor. We're going to be rolling around like a freaking robot out here. So I'm trying to like piece together the story now with the information we already have. You know? I'm just trying to think of like what the story, like do we come back to this tent? I honestly don't remember. I feel like we do at some point.
Better pick up some wood.
Oh, can I skip the tutorial? Goodbye forever. Yeah, I'm good. Yep. Oh, I guess that was the challenge. Build a fire before the plane arrives. So we see the plane. I wonder if that was Mia rolling out or or something. I'm trying to piece it together now in the second playthrough. All right. Okay, so first things first.
Mia. Mia?
She's gone.
God damn it, this radio.
Okay, we have literally nothing. Okay, coolsies. So first things first, stick collecting. Yeah, the plane has crashed, but I'm not sure if it's the same plane. But we also don't really know the timing, like the time frame of like how long he's in the jungle and stuff like that. Like, because it kind of seems that there's like a lapse in time at some point. Like he falls and hurts himself or something, and then next thing you know is like because the plane crash is covered in moss and stuff when we find it. So I'm just kind of wondering if that's a different plane or if there's some like I don't know, some missing chunk of time that we're not aware of, you know? All right, so here's camp number 1. You found it. I guess we don't care about to tell anybody yet. We need some rocks. What's the plan on balance? More story driven or full base building? Well, we're gonna play it kind of the same style, but we are going to change. Like, we're gonna spend a little bit more time exploring the areas, and yeah, we'll progress the story when we feel like we want to, I guess. Do I hear poop somewhere? I don't know if I do or not. Let's just enjoy the fact that we have all these trees right next to our camp right now. Maybe, you know? Okay, I'm not sure what saving really does, but whatever, we saved. All right, we gotta find the map.
Ooh, it's a map.
Ooh, it's a map. I've never seen one of those before.
At least what's left of it.
Okay, let's get a fire going. I'm kind of glad we started over. I was really bummed on the fact that we were almost done this game. Oh, look how much stamina he uses. Holy crap. He uses way more stamina. I guess we might as well get some food as well. Let's see how bad I am at shooting bows. Still got it. Still got it. So do we want to get the camp up to snuff, like, before we do any exploring? Do you think? Probably? I would imagine so, right? So, yeah, we decided to start again. So, and the reason, the primary driver behind that is I didn't want to go and re-explore everything just to explore, just so we could finish the game. I think that we went too quickly, and left this camp too fast. Without exploring, so
Lambda 2.
so we have this map again. Because we never went down here. We never really went up this way, and it would be kind of a pain in the ass to go back and forth between our 2 camps in the last save. So we decided to start over and just play a little slower. Not slower, but like be a little bit more meticulous in our exploration. Yeah, and hopefully we can learn more about crafting, because we took some time to read the challenges list, and there's like, you can make metal armor and stuff, a bunch of stuff we didn't know about. Apparently you can make a raft, which I also didn't know about, but I'm not sure if that's like a specific challenge. So I think there's more to figure out.